Hello and welcome to the show. We're in New Austin. Specifically, we're at Benedict Point, which is southeast of Tumbleweed. We're looking to talk to Hector and get a mission called On the Hunt. This is a mission where we can go hunting and earn gold. So fortunately, I've managed to get this mission. I've cut out at the beginning what I had to do in order to get this mission and put it at the end of the episode. So if you want to see how I got him to give me this mission, then make sure you watch the end of the episode. At the beginning of the episode, I'm only going to feature the actual mission, and during the mission, I will be time-lapsing travel in order to make it go quicker. This is a 26-minute and 22-second mission, which with time-lapse, I've managed to get down to just over 10 minutes. So that'll help you save some time viewing this episode, trying to look out for you as a viewer and make this more enjoyable experience. Let me know down in the comment below, do you prefer the time-lapse or do you prefer the old way I was doing it? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. So now you can see, after I've picked up the hunt mission, I don't actually complete it. What I did is I ran to the mission area, which I probably should not have time-lapsed me going to the mission area, but I left from Hector and I went to the mission area and I started a timer, which you can see the timer going at the top of the screen. It's a 20-minute timer, and we don't want to complete the mission until the last 30 seconds. So my objective during that 20-minute period is to get as many carcasses and feathers or whatever I can collect into the butcher sold in order to supplement my income on the Hector mission. Because I don't feel like going and getting a wolf and waiting at the end of the mission for 17 minutes. I'd rather be spending that 17 minutes earning money, and then effectively I'm actually earning gold while I'm out hunting these cougars. Now I checked numerous cougar spots, and we're back to the original one I killed before I found another spawned cougar. And this happens repeatedly. If it was daytime, I would be going north from this spawn up to Rath's Kellers or something. I don't know. There's a little area that's just north of this that has some buildings, and there's birds that will spawn there during the daytime. So the time that I'm spending running around looking for a cougar, I would spend and then end up coming back to here, and then the time's passed to where this one respawns. If it was daytime, I would just be spending that time collecting bird feathers and bird carcasses, and then come back to this cougar spawn and hit it again, just like I'm doing. So during the daytime, you can make way more money with this method. Unfortunately, I got the mission at nighttime, and it's not like you can just wait. I've waited before. Like, you only have a certain amount of time to actually activate the mission. There is a timer that you don't see once you start talking to Hector, where you have to get the mission started or it will fail and say time is over. So you can't just like wait for daytime. And like, I mean, if you sit there and wait for daytime to do it, then your earnings per hour goes kaput anyways. So it's kind of pointless to just wait around for daytime in order to get higher earnings per hour, because you're effectively destroying your earnings per hour just waiting around. So just don't even bother waiting. Just do this at nighttime if you get it. I mean, you're making gold, and that's the bottom line. Is we're only doing this specifically to make gold, and then we're earning the money on top of that to supplement. And if you are just specifically looking to make money, then check out my vlog. I have a hunting vlog, and there's a lot of videos on hunting birds in Saint Denis, which is very profitable. You're going to average something like $350 an hour following the methods that I've outlined in the vlog if you hunt birds in Saint Denis. But you could peak it as high as like $450 an hour on a really good run. But your worst runs should not be $200, $250 an hour. Like, my worst runs are usually around $260 an hour. Rarely does it go below that in Saint Denis bird hunting. So if that's what you're looking for is just cash, then I would avoid Tumbleweed. This is a better area for grinding out the gold. Yeah, because we want to earn gold. And you could call this a gold exploit or a gold glitch. I mean, I would personally wouldn't call it a glitch. I would call it an exploit, because You know, we're exploiting the fact that we're in a mission and there's a timer counting down, and that we can go do other stuff while the timer's counting down. That's totally just an exploit. Or a method. You can call it a gold farming method, or a gold earning method. And, you know, I get my third carcass. It's a 3-star cougar back to Tumbleweed. And of course there's a posse that wants to grief people. And I kill him. And, you know, I go back to the butcher, and then he's not even going to talk to me. It's really rather I died too, but still, like, why? I mean, and then the fact I'm defending myself, and then the law's on me, like, it's, you know, it really needs fixed. This game's kind of broken in the sense that when I go to town to sell to a butcher, and other players attack me, and I try to defend myself, then I get a wanted level, and then none of the NPCs will even talk to me. I'm going to stand at this butcher for probably well over a minute, maybe even 2 minutes, maybe even 3 minutes, I don't know. And he will not let me sell this cougar to him. So what happens is this grief posse ends up coming back to town, and I end up losing the cougar here. And I'm on a timer, so it's not like I can just, like, I could just say, you know what, whatever with the gold, and just keep shooting these guys. But, you know, they're not worth me losing gold over. So I just end up riding out of town and leaving them to it, thinking after I complete the mission, I'll go after them then. Well, after I complete the mission, I try going after them, but they're not on the server anymore. And I looked at the video and tried going in my recent players list and searching for their names and seeing if I could join on their game and destroy them that way. But it looks like they all appear offline when they're playing, which, you know, I understand that because I do the same thing, but still. I mean, like, I don't posse up and pick on singletons like that are, you know, trying to sell at the butcher. I've killed people at the butcher before, but they were just flat out griefing. Because, like, I'm not trying to re-engage them at this point. And they keep coming back at me. Like, that's griefing. That it's one thing if I keep coming back at them after they attack me. Like, I don't fault them for killing me once. It's when they keep coming back over and over, and I'm at the butcher and I'm trying to sell. I'm like, sure, I take a shot at this guy, but, like, what am I supposed to do? Just stand there and let him get another shot on me? He's obviously shown aggression at this point. And what's the deal with me shooting him there and him not dying? It was like he took absolutely no damage. I feel like I'm rambling on, but, you know, I'm just going to shut up about it because you guys can see for yourself how absolutely absurd this is. The butcher won't let me talk to him, and I'm trying to deal with these griefers. I don't know. I'm just going to time-lapse past all this because it's not worth anybody's time or attention. Let's just move on with the hunt. So, after I get out of that situation, I head over to the wolves, and I find something out here. You notice the timer is really low. And when I actually kill the wolf, and when I pick it up, we only have 1 minute left on the clock, which you're going to see here shortly. And notice my auto aim, or my aim assist, is off. I have to make corrections. That's because my Deadeye core is so low. Normally, I would want to fill my Deadeye core up before I get into a fight like this, but I neglected to, and I really kind of regretted it because I had to take more shots than were really necessary. I hate to have to use so much special ammo on these guys, and that's could have been avoided if I would have filled my Deadeye core up. And notice, okay, I just picked him up. The timer, if you rewind a little bit and look at the timer, it was at 1 minute when I picked up the wolf. And when I picked it up, it jumped up to 4 minutes. So that's definitely something we want to keep in mind, because I just got 3 minutes added to this mission, which effectively brings down our gold earnings per hour. So what we want to do, I think, is have this wolf picked up before the 4 minute timer. I'm not sure. Maybe we can do it at 3 minutes and it doesn't add time. We might need to play with that a little bit. Like, next time, I think I'm going to wait till like 3:45 and pick it up and see what happens if I pick it up at 3:45. and see if it goes back to 4 minutes. And if it doesn't, then I'll wait and I'll do it at like 2:45. I'm going to try and figure out exactly where the threshold is on that timer resetting, because that's really important to know if we're trying to get the highest earnings per hour in gold, because we're not earning extra gold when that timer resets like that. Well, now I got to head up to the butcher and sell the meat and teeth from the cougars, because I was not selling them when I was at the butcher dropping off the carcasses, because it takes time to hold down the button and sell them. And until I've already got 3 cougars, I'm not at 9. See, now I have 9 big game meat.
See a fair amount of that lately.
And I actually sold some feathers and meat there from prior to when I got the mission too, which you'll see me picking those up. Alright, well that's it for the Hector hunt. I will show the rest of the hunt now. Please hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber yet. I appreciate you coming in and checking this out. I hope that you find some value in this episode. If you're not yet sold on subscribing, check my channel out. I have quite a few videos on Red Dead Redemption 2 there. I think it would be of interest to you, so consider taking a look at the channel and subscribing. Other than that, everybody who has subscribed, I really appreciate all your support. All the comments have been just wonderful. This channel's grown so fast. I'm really incredibly amazed and thrilled and delighted. I don't even know how to express myself and how happy I am about it. So thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate you. Every one of you. Thank you. And now you can see what I'm doing before I get the Hector mission is I'll be hunting these birds and I'll talk to Hector, and if I don't need to go to the butcher, if I have room in my inventory, I'll free roam if Hector doesn't give me the mission, and then I'll hunt some more birds. And sometimes I'll head to the butcher. If I head to the butcher, I check with Hector again. I mean, you're going to see here, but I'm not going to do the voice overlay for the rest of this hunt, because we're not earning gold here. And that's kind of like the purpose of this whole video, is the whole gold scenario. But I wanted everybody to witness this too if they were interested in seeing how I come about getting these missions to spawn. Now you can see during the mission, we earned at a rate of 0.55 gold bars per hour. Now we could have done way better than that if that 3 minutes wasn't added to the clock. Then I think we would have been over 0.60 there. Then also 138.93 and 1882. Now all 3 of those numbers actually would be higher if that 3 minute time wasn't added to the clock. So actually the entire hunt even values would be higher too. So take that into consideration, that there's a little bit of a lost time here, and the return should be greater for you if you come across this method and perform this way. And it should be greater for me too, especially since we know the variable about getting the time added. And like I said, I'm going to narrow down exactly when that happens so that we'll know. So check that out in future episodes. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Until then, happy hunting. Take care. This is the last Deadeye. Peace out.
By the way, your handling of that last job was something else. By the way, your handling of that last job was something else. Mm-hmm.
Howdy, sir. Haven't seen you before. Take a look. See a fair amount of that lately. Seems like every other fella tries to sell me one of these. You have a good day.
I seen you since you handled that last bit of business? Don't think I have.